Hi friends, today what I am sharing with you is our test instruments. These are our insulation resistance test instruments. We are using, this one is HT and that one is LT. We are using in our industry for testing motors. Some people have this clamp meter. You know, these clamp meters are capable of testing currents and some resistance and voltage, but these are not that accurate, and nor they can check motors to that depth and accuracy where we are needing these two instruments. This is Keiretsu instrument, you know, the insulation resistance tester, which is an industrial standard, and the model is 3132, of course, from Keiretsu. And this is capable to test motor under 5000 volt and 10,000 volts. So we can check HT motors through this Megger. This is Megger. Also, the insulation resistance tester is known as Megger because this is testing in megohms, and this have two leads. You can see this one is the lead and the red one is of course the lead. So this lead, you can see this is broken, but it works for us, and now we will test also. This instrument is low voltage Megger or low voltage insulation tester. This is also from Keiretsu, Keiretsu model 3005A. This is also a very beautiful instrument. This we are using for our low voltage or LT motors testing, and this can test capability for testing is 250 volt, 500 volt and 1000 volt. So up to 1000 volts this instrument can test. This is specially made for LV motors which are in industry, and this is specially made for HV motors or MV motors which are also used in industry, but these motors are few. So there are three terminals: earth, guard and positive. So these you can see here is the diagram also they have shown, and some details also they have given for all the terminals. And these are the probes. We are using two probes actually, one for ground and one for positive. So this red is connected to positive. I will show you in a little while how we are testing with this instrument. You will see. So we are keeping these leads like this. We are not making them touch. Instead we are keeping them within a little distance, and then these are connected, you can see, on positive and on earth, and not on guard. We are not using guard. Is used for some special purpose. Here is the on off switch. If we press and turn, then this is switching on, but for this one it should be on some test range. So now it is on battery. First you will test battery should be in good range. Now it is in green red good range. So now switch it off again, and now I will change the switch to some 5000 volt position and then switching it on again. So pressing and turning, you can see this green LED is coming. Green LEDs are coming to green LEDs. Now while I am closing these two probes, you can see while it is coming in the proximity, so the red LEDs are coming. This is not touching at the moment. There is a distance in between them, but I can listen the hissing sound, the sparking, arcing sound, and arcing I can see. I will show you in a little while I will switch off light. Then I will show you how you can see this sparking of 5000 volt. Let me switch off the lights and then just see. You can see here this arcing is produced. So this one is the arc. You can see this arc is produced while I'm keep closing both of the terminals of this instrument, and also red LEDs are coming. If I will touch both, so the reading will be 0, nothing will be happened. And if I will change the selector switch to 10,000 volts, on the 10,000 volts you can see the voltage is increased, so the proximity is also increased. I mean to say the distance between the probes, if it is greater even, it is showing the proximity. The red LEDs are coming, and the gap between the gap is little as compared to 5000, and it is arcing. You can see very visibly it is arcing. So this is 10,000 volt spark or arc. You can measure over here, or you can feel it over here. It is from some half an inch distance. It is arcing. So this is for 10,000 volts testing for the high voltage motors, especially for 11 kilovolt or 12 kilovolt motors. It is used because in industry there are two standards, you know. One is 6000 volt and the other is 11,000 volt. So for these high voltage MV motors, this Megger is used. This is very beautiful instrument and very expensive instrument. Of course, we are using for our HT motors or MV motors. So this instrument will be a big help for you if you are facing some problem in your industry with your motors. So 5000 is used for 6 kV and 10,000 is used for 11 kV motors testing. You will not test 6 kV motor on 10,000 because it will puncture the insulation for that and the motor will be damaged. So that's why you will go for the 5000 volts. And the result should be somewhere from 50 to 100 giga ohm for a good motor. But if the result is low, I mean to say somewhere it is on 0, so it's not good, then you will make some practices to increase the insulation resistance for the motor. So the low voltage, low resistance motor you cannot run, that will be tripped on earth fault. So this is, and here we have two motors, we have these two motors, MV motors, 6 kilovolt motors, and I will show you testing on these motors also later in some video. You will see how we are using these instruments. Both of the instrument I will use on those motors, and I will show you how these are used in some other videos. Please check. This is also a beautiful instrument, but this is for the low voltage motors, and of course on the MV motors or LV motor, HV motors also you can test using this instrument. But problem with this one is you will not get that accurate result as you can get on the HT Megger. So HT Megger result is very much perfect on these. So give a big thumbs up to this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, press on bell icon and all.